Okay, we're discussing the collective bargaining, the steps we discussed about the challenges. Now we are going through the trend and factors, what is impacting the collective bargaining. Trend in collective bargaining. These are the factors we listed in couple of slides that is going to impact the discussion, the decision, the issues. The first one is collective bargaining in the public sector. In the public sector organization, collective bargaining in the public sector has been growing trend in recent years. Recently, it has been observed that in public sectors, this strategy, this collective bargaining is growing. Public sector workers, including teachers, nurses, and government employees, have been unionized and negotiating for better working conditions, wages, and benefits. In the public sector organization, if people are collectively part of union, that is the recent trend, what is observed. Non-traditional workers. Traditional worker means whoever are permanently working in the factory. Non-traditional workers who are temporary, not permanent or contract, who are working on a project base. Non-traditional workers, including temporary and part-time workers, are becoming an increasingly important part of the labor force. So nowadays, most of the organizations are depending on that type of workers. They are hiring people on a contract basis. Once their job is done, so they are not responsible for that person, for that people, for that group. So that is one new strategy has come, and that group, that kind of workforce, that employee base is depending on the union. So that is going to impact the collective bargaining. As a result, unions are expanding their focus to include this type of workers. So whatever the unions are available, created, they are expanding their nature of work, they are expanding they're attracting that kind of workforce, that kind of temporary workforce, contract employees to their organization and negotiating for their better condition, how they will be permanent, how they will be working in a better environment, better organization. They're working on that. So that is going to be a big change and going to impact on the collective bargaining. Non-traditional workers. The first thing we saw the trend increasing in public sector, then due to non-traditional workers. Another thing is technology, use of technology. Most of the times, the technology going to impact the workforce. You must have seen the nowadays how the online payment is happening, the UPI payment. Even if you have a small shop, small vegetable shop, small kirana shop, so you are depending on the online payment. You don't have a person, don't need time to count the money, return the money, open the cash box. So this kind of things is going to impact the collective bargaining. So that is one example of technology usage. Same work, suppose you are doing a job which will take 10 hours for you. Using some technology, you are reducing the 10 hours to 8 hours. So that means you are going to save 2 hours. In that 2 hours, you can do whatever you want. Your employer can do whatever you want. You can you can do extra work, or you can do, or your employer give you extra assignment. Basically, you are saving 2 hours due to the technology usage. So use of technology is going to impact the collective bargaining in a big way. Then the workplace diversity. Diversity means minority group. Sometimes there are less number of women than men, less number of tribal people than general people. So whoever is the less, they are the diversity group. Workplace diversity is becoming an increasingly important issue in collective bargaining. Unions are negotiating for better representation of women, minority group, and other unrepresented groups in the workplace, as well as better policies to address discrimination and harassment. So this diversity is going to impact the collective bargaining in a big way. Technology, diversity, and non-traditional workers. And one observation is collective in public sector, the collective bargaining is going in a increasing trend. So these four things are depending are impacting the collective bargaining trend. So there are some other factors which is going to impact the trend. We'll read that and discuss that. In the next slide, we have some other factors. Market competition. The level of competition in the market, in the labor market. Can suppose you have some people in your organization, in your factory, and it's very difficult to get those people in the market. They are very unique, or their skill set, their work, their what they learn, very unique. If you lose them, you will not get similar employee soon. So that is going to impact your bargaining. You cannot, you have to listen to them, whatever they are asking you, their demand, you have to accept them. So that is going to be a problem or main factor depending on the market. Economic condition. Economic condition of that people, of that kind of industry. Suppose you as an employer, you as a factory owner, your economic condition is not good. Your factory is in a big loss. You are not making good money, so you cannot give good salary to the employees. So if your employees are demanding salary hike or bonus, you cannot listen to them. Your bargaining power is low because you are not in a good economic condition. You are not making good profit. So that is going to impact the collective bargaining, skill levels and availability of labors. That I was telling sometime before, the skills, the labor availability in the market, unionization. The level of unionization in a workplace can also impact the bargaining power of the worker. Unions provide workers with collective bargaining power. Suppose you have a problem, you are going and asking your business owner, your entrepreneur, your employer So maybe you cannot bargain properly. If you 10 people are going along with your union, that means you will be in a good situation to bargain, or your bargaining power will be high. If you are asking the same thing in a group with multiple people, so having a union is always advantageous. So that is going to impact the collective bargaining. Government regulation. Suppose you are asking something regarding your pension, your salary, or minimum wages. So government has a rule or regulation in place, or they have an act that minimum wages should be provided like this. Minimum salary, pension. So this organization will have the pension. If government has a rules and regulation in place, then your bargaining will be in a different way. You can give reference, so your employer cannot deny because the government has a rule. Government regulation can also impact the bargaining power. So you will give that reference to the employer, and you will refer the government rules and regulations. So how that is going to impact that factor is very important. Then the political factors. Political factors in the sense whenever suppose you are asking through an union, and that union person is a local influential person, political person, and they are into power. Their government is running. So your bargaining will be in a different shape. So that is going to influence a lot when a political person is part of the union, and the same political person is in power, or that party is in the government. So he will be talking on behalf of the government. So he will be protecting your interest, and the employer, the owner will listen to him. So that is going to impact a lot. So these are the factors based on the market, based on your competitors. Suppose you are producing a product and no one else producing the same product in the market. So you'll have a unique skill set, unique knowledge, because you are the only people working on that. So you will be having a different bargaining power based on your market, based on your skills, based on your economic condition. I was telling, suppose you are very poor, you'll have a different situation. If you are very rich, you have a lot of money, then your bargaining will be in a different situation. So these are the factors. Union is playing a major factor. Government regulation, political situation. So these are the key factors how the collective it's driving the collective bargaining and influencing the bargaining strategy of the employees with the employer, and in fact influencing both the party, employer and employee. And these factors are applicable in both the cases. This is an important question may come. What are the factors that are impacting in the collective bargaining, or how the collective bargaining trend is appearing in India. So these are the factors you can remember. And another thing, the last thing I can tell you, what are the legal framework for collective bargaining? There are two things you studied: Industrial Dispute Act, ID Act, why the dispute arises, and collective bargaining is a technique to address the dispute. 1947 ID Act and the Trade Union Act in 26. These two are the framework based on this act, the collective bargaining runs. Whatever the rules and regulations written in collective bargaining based on these two acts, ID Act 1947 and the Trade Union Act 1926. This is already one chapter, already one paper in your second syllabus, second semester in the syllabus you will see the second paper. Already having one paper on Industrial Dispute Act 1947. Industrial relationship is one paper. As part of that, Industrial Dispute Act is an important thing. Then the Trade Union Act we studied in the semester 1. It is also there in semester 2. In the same paper, we will talk in another chapter, that is Trade Union Act 1926. These are the two framework or legal framework for collective bargaining in India. In tomorrow class, we'll discuss few case studies on this, and we'll have another recap on the same topic. Tomorrow is Friday. Day after tomorrow, we'll go to the other paper. Maybe Saturday we'll have two class to make some progress on this and that. I'll let you know tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll discuss few case study on this topic, and we'll recap whatever we studied so far. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.